Hello and welcome to Clinic to Corporate channel. Like the name suggests, this channel is for clinical experts who are looking to transition from bedside medicine into the pharmaceutical, medical device, and clinical research industry. And on this channel, we'll be guiding you on the steps that you need to take to be able to transition into a more rewarding alternative career in the industry. Come along and you will learn one thing or two. My name is Olu. I'm a medical doctor and I'm also a clinical research professional. And today I'll be discussing with you about medical advisor roles in the pharma industry. And in today's video, I will be highlighting who the medical advisor really is, what are the jobs or the job description for a medical advisor, what are the qualifications that you really need to transition into that career, and is there any special course or certification you need to do before you can do a medical advisor job? I'll be talking about that. And again, I will uh, talk about the salary package, what you to expect in case you are hired to do the job of a medical advisor. And also, I will signpost you to uh, organizations that may be recruiting right now, or specialist recruiters that are likely to help you to uh, successfully get a medical advisor job. So let's take a deep dive into it. So why should you consider a medical advisor role? So part of the advantages of this role is that you experience less burnout compared to how things are in on clinical jobs. You have a better work-life balance. I must say that the pay is encouraging compared to what you might be earning in clinical practice. If you are FY2 right now, and you transition into the industry, you probably be earning up to double or a little bit above of what you're being paid in the NHS right now. And so I know you are already excited about this role and you'd like to know more about who is a medical advisor. So um, starting from the basics, the medical advisor is just a doctor or a nurse or a clinical expert like you and me, whose major role is to bridge the gap between healthcare practice and commercial or industry strategy. And the area of focus basically is providing medical and scientific opinion on therapeutic areas. By therapeutic areas, we're talking about different specialist areas of medicine and surgery. And in addition to that, you will be reviewing and approving clinical trial documents like the protocol and any other publication that is related to clinical trial studies. Another thing is you have to ensure accuracy of every publication on communication that will come out from the company that you're working for. And not just that, in the industry, there are medical and ethical standards that need to be complied with. So you are the go-to person to ensure that nothing slips through the crack regarding any compliance issues. You won't just be doing desk work only. Times you'll be required to train medical science liaisons and marketers that we go out to talk about the product that your organization is making. So you are to ensure that everything that they're going to say out there to the consumers is medically correct. And other related functions for you is you will be a relationship builder. That means you're involved in engagement and relationship building with stakeholders, key opinion leaders, healthcare practitioners, and patients as well. There are more responsibilities. Most of them I've already mentioned in the previous slide. But other things that you need to know, apart from developing clinical content and training internal teams, you will also come across a lot of scientific and medical data that you're supposed to analyze and interpret and give your opinion to your organization. Um, it's one of the jobs that you're going to be doing. Other jobs come in form of, you know, supporting regulatory and commercial teams, and your job will, in summary, will be more of strategic and science-driven leadership role. So let's talk about qualification. The question is, are you already qualified? And the answer is yes, you're qualified. As a matter of fact, you might be closer to this job role than you think, because the standard qualifications are what you already have to practice medicine right now. You have a primary degree, your MBBS, you are fully registered with GMC with your full license to practice. And in addition to that, you have years of experience. Like I mentioned, as from FY2 and above, you're qualified to go in for the role of a medical advisor. And very important also is your clinical data interpretation skills. What do I mean by that? You're able to look into electronic medical records and pull out data and say, oh, since we started this treatment, um, the blood chemistry have been normal, or there's a spike in liver enzymes, or the blood cell count is low. You know, just the basics of what you know as a medical doctor will come to play here and will help you to perform excellently on this role. Apart from that, there's a specific uh, qualification that you are expected to have, or you are expected to be ready to uh, pursue it, and that is the ABPI certification. I'm going to talk more about this certification when we go on with the slides. Um, I've mentioned about years of clinical experience. Now, this role is good for people that are in FY2 or our core trainee or registrar or specialty training level. And in addition to that, excellent communication and leadership skills is also nice to have. If you're an international medical graduate, of course, you need the right to work in the UK. If you're already a local British or a citizen, yeah, this is good for you because the company, some companies don't sponsor visa. So yeah. So when you have all of this, you're just ready to make that happen. And now let's talk about the ABPI exam. That I said this is the specific qualification for you to enter into the medical advisor role and also medical affairs role. ABPI is actually an acronym for Association of the British Pharmaceutical Industry, and it's an exam that is taken in 2 stages. We have the first stage is a core exam. The second stage is therapy area modules where you take in dermatology or ophthalmology or any of the modules, and you can prepare using the ABPI e-learning platform and practice questions. Basically, the cost is £300 for the core exam, and for the additional modules, you're going to need 80 to £100 each. And I believe this is not too much for you to invest in a career that will bring you several hundreds of thousands of pounds. Uh, you may require up to 4 to 6 weeks of study time to be able to prepare for this exam. I know you've done tougher exams and yeah, more difficult exams. So as a clinical specialist, I know you should be in a good position to be able to prepare and pass this exam. Good thing is some organizations may be happy to hire you where be happy to hire you before you pass this exam. Forgive my bloopers. Now let's talk about money. How much do you think a medical advisor earns? Uh, so let's start from the high payers. Okay, first of all, let's look at GSK. A company like GSK pays between 79,000 and 123,000 per annum for this position. And also, if you look at Johnson and Johnson, 85 to 104,000 pounds, 85,000, which is not too bad. Menarini also pays between 17 and a little bit above 100 pounds, 103,000 pounds. So, if you are not a consultant yet or a specialist yet and you're transitioning into this role, I believe this is good for you because the pay is quite competitive and encouraging. So, let's have a look at the companies that may be hiring right now. I've seen advertisements from companies like AstraZeneca, Novo Nordisk, GSK, Novartis, Roche, Pfizer, AbbVie, and some CROs like IQVIA, and Sinus Health. So if you go online to search for medical advisor jobs by these companies, you may be lucky to get one. And some of them don't actually recruit directly. They use recruiters like Pharma, PPL Life Sciences, CK Group, Barrington, James, Pro Clinicals. You can also search this on the website of these recruiter to find suitable roles for yourself. Now, are you ready to make that leap? Do you think the career in medical affairs is for you? Would you like to be a medical advisor? Then let's connect. If you would like to get tailored advice and industry insights from me, please feel free to reach out to me with this email, oluclinictocorporate@gmail.com. And please also like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel so that when I drop another content, you'll be able to see it. Thank you very much. More videos will be coming your way very soon, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.